Thank you, JT, and just for you folks out there, good afternoon. And it is cold in Ely, and our hands are, I'm surprised JT doesn't have her winter underwear and her jacket on here. So we're going to start with the questions of, will we be putting straw in the haven, the chalet, and the cabin? The interest in the haven and the cabin is slim, but I will give them some straw to see if there's any interest. Of course, Ted will get his normal 3 bales to start with, and then we'll go from there as the winter proceeds. Lucky already has raked in a whole bale into the large bunker. What is the white flower growing by the chalet fence? That is flat-topped aster, and there's campion, which is another white flower, growing near his gate. How many pounds of food do we feed our bears before hibernation? Currently, we just, actually I weighed everything last night because at our 3 o'clock program, folks get to not only see what the bears eat, but they get to hold on to their bowls. Ted is, and this is without the weight of the bowl, the food content is Ted gets 10 pounds, Lucky 8 pounds, and the females get 6 pounds. Can you tell us more about the den near the cub tree? Well, the den that's being dug by the den tree, or cub tree, I'm sure is Holly's digging. And she'll have to make it a lot bigger for herself if she's going to den there. But I've included in the Bear News today, you saw a picture of Holly posted in the weeds and shrubbery last week that Kathy Paulson posted. Well, it's not that far from where the den is. It's probably 25 feet. And she has probably been working there. If she's diligently working, she'll have it dug in hours. But right now, it's not quite big enough for her to den in. So the possibilities of her denning there, she could do that. She could den there. Could Ted be digging squirrel caches under his chalet? Well, Ted digs there every hibernation time. And yes, he could be if their squirrels are caching the peanuts there. Certainly Ted could be doing that. And let's see, we have seen Holly and Ted get startled a couple times as they're shooting in the area. We're pretty well tucked in here. The Bear Center owns many acres around the facility. There is a shooting range over about a mile, and we do hear the shooting there. But as of gunshots, nothing close. What you're seeing and probably don't see is that the blue jays, the gray jays, the chickadees all fly close to the bears, trying to get the food away from them before they get it. And the red squirrels also will run in front of them, and that startles them. So when they get startled out here, or they may hear one of the bears in the distance, and we still have the bear coming to the fence outside our area. What was the picture you were taking of? Well, I identified it. I said I didn't know, but it's called Blue Stain, and it's a turquoise blue, very bright in color, and it grows similar to witch's butter on top of the logs. And that's directly in back of the, between the middle fall and the high fall. It's right straight back on the path. Am I concerned, or why am I so interested in Lucky and Holly denning together? Well, I'd like to see it happen, but it's very doubtful. You see their relationship right now. Holly is interested in the large bunker, and I'm afraid if she moves in, Lucky will take the small one, which he's in and out of sometimes anyway. But I would just like to see their relationship mend a little bit better than it has been, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Lucky's a big pouter. I'm not sure if anybody knows that, but he pouts about everything. And sometimes they just don't get along, and that makes him a little bit angry with her. Do you think we will be having another window den at this time? There's no discussion of a window den for the future. We do have some things planned for next year, but a window den is not currently in the plans. So many questions this time, and I thank you all for sending them in. I'm posting pictures of both the dens, that one that we found by the deadfall, which looks like it's is Holly probably digging, or excuse me, Tasha, and she's kind of ran into a rock face. So I think she's going to have to turn directions if she's going to continue with that. But currently it's about 3 feet deep, but it's very shallow and not deep enough for her very round bottom to get into. And as for the cub tree den, I would like to see a holly den there, but again, she's very round and she needs to be working on that a little bit more if she's going to fit into it. The weather is getting colder up here. I got a feeling it's going to snow. But anyway, that's just my feeling, gang, just my feeling. So as you can see, if you're looking out towards the green feeder, there is a gray jay, and they're very bold, and they do fly right into the bears' faces to get food. So I want to thank everybody again, and next week is the last time for questions, so if you have any, you can inundate me with as many as you want. And Lucky just took off running for whatever reason. Not sure what's going on there, but he headed right for the cub tree, which is a protection for bears. White pines are areas that females will take their cubs to when they're first born. It's a safety tree. It's called the babysitter tree of the bears. And Lucky has always known that as a safety area, and he just took off towards that tree. I don't see him climbing it, but something startled him down here. It could have been the noises of going down the steps here. Sometimes that is, or the gray jays, again, are in the area. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in, and the folks that are here, if you'd like to go on a behind the scenes, please meet down by the viewing areas on the main floor, and we'll be taking you back to see Ted and Tasha. Thank you.